Good morning. Ooh, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would do a little daily vlog with you guys. So basically what I'm thinking for today is I'm going to do some reading and I'm going to talk to you guys about my books a little bit. And then I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble and then I'm going to go to Trader Joe's because I need to get some groceries. And yeah, those are just my loose plans for the day. And I thought I would take you guys along for the ride. Do we like the ribbons in my hair? Because I've got two going on right now, which I don't normally do. I normally just go for the one in the back. So you'll have to let me know if this looks weird or not. But also be nice about it. It's been a while since the last time we talked, so little life update. I'm no longer unemployed, so that's exciting. I have just like a small front desk job at a spa here, so yeah, I have some income now. But today I don't work. Today's a day off. I do work tomorrow, so that's why I kind of want to make sure I get like my groceries and stuff done today because I work tomorrow. I'm sure I've mentioned it on this channel before, but I'm a very, very big reader. I read a lot of books. And in the past, I've read more so just romance, like contemporary romance. Well, that's not true. When I was younger, I read a lot of like dystopian or like big series and stuff. But as I got older, I gravitated more towards contemporary type books. That was until I finally read the ACOTAR series. I finally caved and read the ACOTAR series because my friend Faith read them and was like, you have to read them. And so I did. And turns out everyone was right. Those books are incredible, like literally some of the best books I've ever read. The second one specifically is like an unreal book. Like it's that good. And so I read those books and I was like, well, I need more. Like I'm in it now. I'm ready for the fantasy. I'm ready to dive in. And the author, Sarah J. Maas, has another series called Throne of Glass. Now this one, it was intimidating to me, okay? Because like there's like a whole reading order and like a whole debate on the reading order. I mean, literally, like I'll put a picture on the screen. This is like a reading guide for these books and there's different orders you can do. I chose to do the romantic order, but even then I switched. I read Assassin's Blade after Crown of Midnight instead of after Heir of Fire. And I'm really glad I did that. Faith actually told me to do that. And I think it worked really like perfectly in the reading order. It's also the reading order that Sarah J. Maas suggested recently, so. But with the reading order, I also decided I was gonna do the tandem read, which is essentially, I sound crazy if you like have never heard of this before or don't know about these books, but essentially the tandem read is with these two books, Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. And these are, by the way, humongous books, like 600, 700 pages. So these two books take place at the same time in the story, but they follow different characters in different places. So like, you know, this is one group of characters and this is another group of characters, but it's all at the same time. And so people figured out that you could read them at the same time if you just like do, you know, chapters 1 through 5 in this book and then 1 through 3 in this book and then 6 through, you know, go back and forth between them and you'll essentially get the entire story. So that's what I started doing. I'm not too far into the tandem read yet, which is funny because like the first books of this series, I was like blazing through them, right? Like a mad woman. I have proof, okay, in my reading log. Like I've been reading them. I want to say I read the first, 5 books in like a week or something. Like insane, maybe 2 weeks. And that is no small feat, okay? Because like I said, a lot of these books are very thick. They have so many words. They have a map at the beginning. I mean, this is the type of series like you're having to check the lore on, okay? You don't know how to pronounce anybody's name. You're trying to figure out how the world works, how the magic works, blah, 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 blah. The tandem read's taking me a little longer due to kind of the logistics of it. But I'm so glad that I decided to do the tandem read because let's just say I care very, very deeply for the characters in this book. And at this moment, not so much for this book. I cannot imagine having to just read this book. Like if I had gotten to this book and I wasn't doing the tandem read and I was like, I have to read this entire thing and I never get to see my besties, like it would have taken me a really long time to get through this book. So the tandem read is nice because I can be like, well, I'm only gonna read 5 chapters of this, and then I get to go back to this one. All this to say, Throne of Glass is a very good series, and I'm very, very thoroughly enjoying it. It's definitely completely a different vibe than ACOTAR. ACOTAR is very much like fantasy, emphasis on the romance, which was good for my like introduction into the fantasy world. Throne of Glass is very much fantasy, emphasis on the plot, and it's a lot to take in, but I love it. Like, the main character, Selena, is literally such a baddie. She is the coolest freaking main character. She is simultaneously like this badass assassin that can literally like kill anybody. Like, she is that bitch. But then on the other hand is like loves to be girly and loves like dresses and jewelry and like gossiping with her friends. Like, she's just like, oh, she's amazing. When I read Queen of Shadows, the last, I want to say, like 100 pages of that book, I was sobbing. Not even from just sad stuff that was happening, but just from like my pure love for the characters and like what happens to them. But anyway, I'm gonna do some reading of my tandem read. And then part of the reason why I want to go to Barnes & Noble today is because I want to get a contemporary, just an easy contemporary romance that I can read after I finish this series as kind of like a little breather, because inevitably after I finish the series, I'm gonna read the next Sarah J. Maas fantasy series, Crescent City. So I just feel like I'm gonna need a little contemporary romance breather in between. So that's the goal for today. So this is gonna kind of go ahead and be the fit for the day. We've got my Taylor Swift sweater, my Old Navy pants, white Converse, and of course a little tote bag. Oh, and my bows. But you've already seen those. Oh my gosh, can we please talk about Taylor Swift? First of all, 4-time Album of the Year winner. First time in history that a person has ever done that. Not a woman, but a person. Like, that's crazy. She announced her freaking new album. I'm sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, here we go. Reputation, Taylor's version. Like, I'm so ready. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, then little Miss T Swift said, actually, and apparently she just is gonna release a whole new album. I'm sorry, what? Where does she find the time? That's what I don't understand. Like, today, my entire itinerary is going to the bookstore and going to the grocery store, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a packed day. How am I ever to get it all done? Taylor Swift, meanwhile, has written 5 albums in 5 years, not including re-recordings. I'm pretty sure it's like 9 albums in 5 years, if we include the re-recordings. Like, that's insane. Okay, she's literally like Alexander Hamilton. Like, why do you write like you're running out of time? I don't understand. All this to say, though, I'm very, 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 very excited for the new album, TTPD. Oh, she said, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and have track 5 be So Long London. Oh, okay. And I love that for her. Okay, everybody go ahead and remember that we are on level 4. Okay? Also, little, I don't know, tip and trick, if you ever go to the Grove, they have a parking garage here, and so normally you have to pay for parking, but if you go into the Nordstrom in the like shoe section, there's a parking validation like scanner thing, and so if you scan your ticket, I think it's the first 2 hours you can get for free if you go get that validation. So, oh, we'll be hitting that up. The thing about me is, like, I really am the definition of I will judge a book by its cover. I will be more likely to read a book if the cover is pretty, and like I don't really know, I don't think I have to really explain myself, like, sorry, that's kind of just how it is. If I see a pretty cover, like, I'm gonna be more intrigued and I'm gonna want to pick up the book and read the back of it and kind of see what it's all about. This is gonna be a struggle. This is gonna be a struggle to make this transition between this fantasy world and a contemporary world, because every book that I was picking up in the Barnes & Noble, all I could think was just like, where are the fairies? You know what I mean? Like, where are like the princes? Where is the enemies to lovers? Like, I'm just like a bit confused. I don't know. I was struggling to pick out a book that I wanted to read. I first gravitated towards one that was like, just had a pretty cover. And I was like, well, the cover is really pretty. And then I was like, okay, well, let me see. I've read this author, Lynn Painter, before, and I love her books, so maybe I should just get one of her books. And then I saw one that was like a sports romance. I'm like, oh, those are fun. But I don't know. Like, I was just struggling. Like, nothing was really grabbing me in the way that I wanted. And I just kept seeing displays of books that I do love. and I wanted to just like read those, like Percy Jackson, the ACOTAR books, Better Than the Movies. And then I remember this one book on my list called Today, Tonight, and Tomorrow. And I was like, oh, I remember that one like looked kind of good, but I was looking for it in the adult like romance section and I couldn't find it. And I was like, that's weird. Like I thought it was like really popular. Turns out it was in the young adult section. And like no judgment to the young adult section. Like one of my favorite books I've ever read is Better Than the Movies, and that is considered young adult. But I just like, I don't know, I wasn't expecting to find it there. But that's the book that I ended up getting. So it's Today, Tonight, Tomorrow by Rachel Lynn Solomon. And this one has a nice cover as well. A little monochrome moment. This was also the cheapest of all the books that I picked up, so that also was like, well, I might as well just get this one. And look, they gave me like a cutesy little bookmark when I checked out. But yeah, so that's the book I got. I mean, it should be good. Oh yeah, it's Academic Rivals, which isn't necessarily like my all-time favorite trope, but I do like it. And so yeah, and like I said, like I've only heard good things about this book, so I figured it was like a safe choice. I did in fact make it to Ralph's, so we're gonna start off in Ralph's and then right across the street is Trader Joe's. So gonna hit up both of those, get some goodies, and then head home, I think. It's starting to get hot, which is weird because the last couple days it was literally flooding. Make it make sense, LA. Well, that was hellish. I always forget how much I freaking hate grocery shopping because it's just like anxiety inducing with the amount of people in there, always, especially Trader Joe's. It's so crowded. Like, just make the aisles bigger, Trader Joe's, okay? Just make the aisles bigger. Anyway, I guess I'll show you what I got from Trader Joe's. It's nothing too exciting. I get the bulk of my groceries from Ralph's just because it's so cheap and like easy or whatever. But I got a few things from Trader Joe's. This vegan and kale, cashew, and basil pesto. And then I got 2 boxes of their PB&C snack duos, and these like you wouldn't think would be that good, but tell me why like I find myself craving these all the freaking time. Like they're so good. They also have like a peanut butter and jelly version of this, but which is like fine, but it's not as good as this one. Like I don't know, something about the chocolate wafers in these, I'm just obsessed. And since like I said, I have a job now, these will be nice to have for like snacks to bring because they're very like good snack. Why am I explaining snacks to you? And then last but certainly not least, I got some Secco Peach Bellini wine specialty. It's like peach Bellini. Secco. So I got this because Valentine's Day is next week and I don't have any plans. So my plan is to pour myself a little glass of this and watch some sort of like rom-com or something. I also think I work that day, so I like can't really do much during the day, I don't think, but yeah, I just thought that would be at least a way to celebrate, sort of. So that's my current plan. I'm actually thinking of maybe watching Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley because I've never seen that movie. And I know people are like obsessed with it. I'm not like the biggest period piece person, but I figure I need to be more open to trying new things. I mean, like I said earlier, I never wanted to read fantasy. I was very, very much opposed to it, and now like I'm obsessed. So maybe the same thing will happen with Pride and Prejudice and period pieces. I mean, we never know. Anyway, I'm back home now, and I think I'm just going to read or watch TikTok or something until dinner time, and then I'll make dinner. These vlogs would be a lot more exciting if I had like friends in them with me, you know, a little banter, a little conversation, but y'all are just stuck with me. I fear that when I say fairy, that you guys are picturing something along these lines, but the fairies in like fantasy, like Sarah J. Maas books, they're actually fae or high fae, and they look like this or this. Okay, and like you either get it or you don't, and the girlies that get it, you're my people. You're my people. Because I just, you know what I mean? I forgot to say earlier, I overheard this girl at Barnes & Noble say to her friend that she's scared that she will die before reading all the books that she wants to read. And honestly, she was so real for that. I think about that all the time when I'm like having one of those anxious moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, like my head hurts, I must have a brain tumor. And then I start thinking like, no, I can't die yet. I mean, I haven't listened to the new Taylor Swift album, or I haven't finished reading Throne of Glass, or I haven't watched the next season of Percy Jackson. You know what I mean? And I always convince myself that that means like, it's not my time. Like, it's obviously not my time. But I'm gonna be saying that for the rest of my life. You know, like I could be 80 and be like, well, I can't die yet. I mean, next month, Spider-Man 53 comes out. I guess I didn't really explain what I'm having for dinner. I'm having a Caesar salad wrap. Very good. And then I'm also having some sliced canned peaches. Also, don't get it twisted. My meals aren't usually this healthy. Anyway, I feel like I should probably sign off the vlog because I don't really have anything else to do today other than read my book. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I like talking about books with you. So if you want me to do some more videos about books, let me know. I could do that. I don't know what they would be, but I could do it. So like and subscribe, follow my socials if you want, and just be on the lookout for the next video, whatever that might be. I'm not sure. Cool. Trying to do a thumbnail with both these books held open is literally impossible.